Okay, now this is not my fault. Now this time it's Gail's fault, and I'm gonna start a whole new campaign for that. So, wow.
Okay.
That was just a practice, Hollis. Welcome to the real Cougar Talk. That was just a practice run.
So, guys, completely my fault. I just realized it never hit go live. Like, the live never actually went through.
Okay, but did it not play music and we were all like, hey, like, did that not happen?
Guys,
did I make that up in my head?
A little bit. We talked for like 20 minutes.
We were just warming up.
Okay.
No big deal.
Repeat tonight.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
Hollis, I promise we're professionals.
And she was worried that.
And I was nervous. I mean, like, not a big deal.
Not to be nervous with us. And I was going on about how late Ashton was. This is what I get.
Yeah, that's what you did for being mean to me.
It came fully back around because I said we were late because of you, and I never hit.
This time it was not my fault.
I hit the countdown, but I guess I noticed it wasn't red. And I was like, I don't think we're.
I wouldn't have even known like what it was.
I know, I just kept chatting like, huh.
Well, I got to looking over. I'm like, wait a minute, that still says schedule.
At least it let us turn it on because sometimes if it goes too long, you have to like create a whole new thing.
I know. We got lucky. So, hey, look, people are commenting. People are commenting because you're live.
Now we're live. Welcome.
Well, it's nice to know that there is someone out there in internet land who wants to hear from us.
Hey, we're late because it's Ashton's fault, and she got me all flustered. She got me all flustered.
This time it's Gail's fault. She didn't hit live. You have to hit the live button. Go live.
So, hey, whoever it is, it just says Facebook user. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh. Just so glad
I just want to know who you are. Oh, hi,
Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Okay, so
we
need to start that over.
Just remember everything you already said.
Yeah.
So we were talking real quick for those of you that missed it. I already exited out, but we were talking about this wedding invitation. This woman sent out her wedding invitations, and you know how sometimes when you want to do the proof and you just put in placeholders? For her placeholder, she thought it would be funny to use Pornhub. And they ended up going out.
She forgot to take Pornhub out of her for more information on her wedding.
Yeah, so she everybody got to RSVP to Pornhub.
Yep.
Yeah. And the guy, I heard it from on the radio station. I'm going to quote him again because I thought it was hilarious. He said they just really wanted to know if you were coming.
You are. Check out my interview with Inside.
Okay, I just found it. And on TikTok. So I have to figure out where this is on my phone, and then I will go and I'll post the link. But
yes, post the link for everybody because that's hilarious.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only can you imagine like your grandma,
Crystal, you're gonna die. Like
yes,
this is so much
Pornhub. It's her placeholder, and that's
so
now
that I'm
blonde, and then she's posting this on the internet and showing her like phone number as well. So
where is this thing streaming? So I know where to go.
Oh, that's poor chick.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, good times. I mean, that would be an epic wedding invitation. Like, learn more about our wedding.
I don't think I would know what to do. I think I would laugh and be like, you didn't mean this, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to know how many people like went and clicked, and they're like, "Oh, I'm trying to RSVP to a wedding."
Like they do that on Pornhub since when?
That's where
I know I had a wedding section. Are you registered there as well?
Sorry for my bad typing. Yes. Somebody has to do that. Somebody has to write that in a book and have the parents go crazy and it go out to like the mayor of the town and everyone of it. Like, how perfect would that be for a small town? You know, in
that
the
would be hilarious.
Bible Belt in the South for everybody to get all kind of.
Could you imagine though if it's like, oh, Granny couldn't figure out the website. It just kept having these people screaming.
She had a heart attack.
I mean,
you killed Grandma with your invitations. That would be terrible.
So, speaking of books,
talk about books.
Hollis and I have an anthology together. And sorry,
And
we've already done this. Yeah, so there's the ebook and the hardcover. And
I have to say, I want them all on my shelf. All of them are so thick. I think they're worth the price, right? It's cheaper.
I feel like he would be thick, but anyways.
I mean, these books aren't going to give Grandma a heart attack. I don't think.
I don't know. Doesn't yours have?
Well, mine opens with, talking about spider webs in your vajayjay and, the fact that to quote it, because this might be the funniest thing, Crystal laughed so hard when she was helping me with it. Austin, stop it. She says, yes, my dog is scratching at the keyboard, you guys. Dry rotted, batteries corroded. Herein lies KJ's only chance at orgasmic bliss. When she was talking about the fact that she's such a workaholic, the batteries are corroded in her toy. It won't work.
Oh,
but when you have a best friend who owns a sex store, you probably get things for free.
I mean, could you imagine? That would be the best thing ever.
You basically become a product tester, right? Product tester, write a little review, tell her what the good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
I need to get me a friend like this. Where do I find one?
You could be friends with Henley. I think you might.
Okay. Wanted BFF bestie that has a sex store. We are taking applications now. What?
Absolutely.
Apply here on Cougar Talk.
Yes, apply. We're all
our friend.
Yes.
And so, yes, we were discussing this. Okay, so Hottie here, what's he going to teach us?
He, it's kind of funny because more than teaching her how to date, he teaches her confidence in herself and how men want to date women with confidence. They don't want to date a limp noodle or that sounds horrible, but a doormat. They want their women to have opinions and thoughts. I mean, you don't have to be combative and arsehole, I guess. That's probably better than what I normally say. But you don't have to be that, but you can be who you are. And that's what they want. And so in the story, I'm not going to spoil it, but as one reviewer said, don't start reading this book if you're hungry.
Oh,
why?
No, that's not it. I saved it somewhere. I thought I did.
Oh, did you save the mad chicken?
Why can't you read this book hungry? I need to know.
Apparently, I write about a lot of food. So let's see.
Like they're going out to eat or like ordering food a lot?
They go to this restaurant called the Mad Chicken, where the Mad Chicken is all kinds of different fried chicken. So I took a spin on a wing place, right? Like Buffalo Wild things where it's all the different flavors, and they do that with fried chicken. So they drop it in the sauce after they fry it perfectly. It is, you guys, I was so hungry. I was like, can I please have some of this fried chicken? And
awesome.
All of my books have something about cupcakes in them because I'm a cupcake connoisseur.
Ooh. I love cupcakes.
Yep. So Crystal loves the Mad Chicken. And like, where is this? Can I go there? I'm like, no, it's not real.
Oh, dang.
Unfortunately, she just got our hopes up.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry about that.
So also, I love this. What's your vibe?
Dear Mom, I'm so sorry if you're watching this.
This is the best thing ever.
Where is this? Is this on your website?
No, that's a sticker I sent.
Oh, a sticker. I was like, are we on a website?
No, I was going to actually put it on the website, but I think that might offend my parents' sensibilities.
It's the best
This is a great sticker, though, too.
It is, yeah. So, well, it's not that big. It's just, maybe it is. I don't know. I ordered some. I'll let you know when they come in.
What's your vibe?
I want to know how big it is.
I'll bring you some to Shameless. So, in the book, Henley gives Collins a box with 3 different kinds of toys, and she names them all. So she wants to know why she has a vibrator that's called the goat. She doesn't know what the goat is. So she named them all. So we have Claude, the goat, and Mr. J, and they all do different things, and you have to choose your favorite. So what's your vibe?
I love it.
Claude,
seriously, like, this is the best thing ever.
It is.
Like, I would have this plastered everywhere.
I cannot tell you. So I was coming home from the farm stand one day, and I was talking to Crystal, and I was like sending her these voice messages, and between the two of us, we were laughing so hard that it was like, okay, so what did we decide on? Because all the names were so outrageous. And then I was like, the goat, and she was like, oh my God. So yes,
I love it. Oh, here's Crystal. If you can't tell, I was in this book a whole lot. I had so much fun helping with it.
I mean, let me tell you, dear FBI, I'm not that hard up because I
Dear FBI.
So first off, we have a local store in town. So I went and I interviewed the lady working. Like, what are the top sellers? What about this? What about that? She was like, oh my gosh, can you bring me this book when you're done? I'm like, sure.
Like, can we be friends and I can be your tester?
Right?
Exactly.
So it's like,
need a product tester.
We went through and we were talking about them, and this couple came in, and my face got really red because I'm pointing out, asking all the questions, like, what about this and what about that? And can I walk?
They probably thought you were getting really into your shopping.
Yes. Like, what's the review on this?
This lady's gonna have a fun night tonight.
And she was like, these are the local favorites, and I was like, oh my God,
the local favorites.
I know what all your neighbors got.
Right, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my! So
I know, right? So, what's your vibe?
What kind of questions would you ask her? Like, so
I asked her. I was like,
"This one."
Well, I did. I was like, okay, so tell me about this brand, because there are certain brands that you hear about as consumers, right? Like Lilo is a brand, and honestly, that's the only one I know. But there were other brands in there, and she was like, well, for this brand is good, and for this brand is good. And I literally took pictures with my phone of the display so I could try and remember what was good for what. And I was like, this is ridiculous. You guys, the amount of research that goes into books is insane. It's also
I'm seriously invested in this.
I love this right now.
I know, right?
Like, tell me more about your experience there. Like, what else did we find out?
The lady that was working there, she was super nice. It was like a Saturday night, and it's next to like a family restaurant. And I was like, here I go. Like,
Was it fried chicken?
No, it was not a fried chicken restaurant. I had been out hiking all day and I was sweaty and gross. And I had stopped.
I like how you went in the sex store all sweaty.
I was like
Was
too
this
tired
for
to
you?
do anything else. And I'm like, oh, it's Saturday night. It's like family night because it's early. I could go do this. And I'm like, my face is beet red. I'm like, I was just like, this takes gross to a whole new level.
How was your breathing after that hiking and then going in the sex store? Were you breathing?
No, because I stopped to eat and I did all that while I was eating. So, you know.
I kind of wish you would have just gone in there like,
No.
Hey, Dee, how are you?
Hey.
They were just vibrators.
Yeah.
Hollis went out to a family restaurant and then a sex store.
For research purposes.
Always.
You went in there all sweaty too.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting day.
I think that's the best. I love that.
You know, it's funny. All of my books have an element of ridiculousness in them.
Yeah.
And that's probably something that actually happened to me in real life.
I love this.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of what you need to do for a book is have the character doing research. She got a magazine. And so she's got to do research on vibrators.
Well, you know, I have considered writing another story based on the hen house, which is Henley's store, her sex store. It's called the hen house.
It's like the best thing ever. I swear.
That is great.
Sorry.
Like,
and I did consider
somewhere there's a pun with cluck in it.
I have no idea, Crystal. Do you remember? Like, this is so bad.
Like, I want a pun with cluck. Like,
if not, and the next thing, I was considering writing something that's loosely like set in there with one of her employees. So maybe that will be, maybe he can just call her Cluck or something silly, right?
Look, something like you want to cluck.
Mm-hmm.
Like cluck yourself.
Cluck yourself.
Oh, there you go.
Cluck yourself.
Somebody has to write this down.
Your being.
Go cluck yourself. There you go. Oh my God. There you go.
Did we go to Cougar Talk so soon?
That was the plan, but
I'm so mixed up. I'm just kidding. It's all Gail's fault.
Okay, but the point is,
the
best thing ever. What's your vibe and the vibrators?
I need one of those stickers. I really do.
Okay.
Gail, take me one home from Shameless.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton of them. Like, I'm just gonna go by and swipe Hollis's table. Like,
self-order extra. What's your vibe stickers?
Right now.
Okay, but I do have to ask: is the goat? Is that like one of the bunny vibrators?
I think that's like the original, right? Like,
yeah, it's so we had to find them in pictures. So yeah, I would say it's like one of the original old school.
The greatest of all time. You're the trusty.
You know, now they have some of those that they're shaved and it goes in the other way.
Okay.
So, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I didn't go that far. Yes, I guess it is supposed to be a rabbit.
Yeah,
like,
rabbit. I figured.
The goat is the rabbit.
Yeah.
The rabbit is the goat. Okay. I'm not sure about that. I mean,
you gotta go do some more research on another Saturday night.
Let's be real. If you're gonna call it Tom, just call it Tom. It's what it is.
Well, you know, they also have where it's not a rabbit, it's a dolphin. I saw one that had a dolphin. I'm like, I just can't imagine. I don't know. The rabbit, the 2 ears, but the dolphin is just like.
Is the I did see the one there that had pearls in it, and the pearls like move around. I was like, oh, that's fancy-ish.
Yeah, it looks pretty though. The pearls.
But I don't know what they're. I don't. Anyways, let's not go too far there.
No, I found out all about that. I went to a bachelorette party in college, and it was at someone's house, and so I thought, what was it? Like, I thought it was going to be like we just take like nice little gifts, you know. It sounded like we were just all going to have a little drink and all this, and everybody was dressed nice, and then all of a sudden,
tell me more.
Huh?
I know where this is going. Tell me more.
All of a sudden, this woman comes in with a briefcase. And
she's like, a nice little party.
Did she have a rabbit and a goat in her briefcase?
Yes. She's pulling out all kinds of stuff. And at the time, I was still a virgin, y'all. Like, I had not experienced any of this stuff. And all of a sudden, toys are coming out, lotions, and everybody else seems to know what's going on. And I'm just like, and they pass them around, and I'm like, yeah, I know what gift I took. I took a picture frame. That's so bad.
I have not laughed this hard in a long time.
Everybody else took these like lingerie and like dirty stuff.
And you took a picture frame home.
I clearly did not get the memo. I did not understand
how you have changed since then.
Right.
I did not understand the assignment, y'all.
No,
you have changed so much since then.
Oh yeah, I've changed a lot. But I'll never forget.
Only you knew back then.
I'll never forget sitting there, and when they turned on the vibrator of the bunny and the dolphin, and that dolphin just, and the little bunny,
and you were just like,
we were like, "What's that for?"
I was just like looking at it, and I'm like, "Where does that go?"
I was gonna say, were you intrigued or did it make you scared?
I was intrigued. I mean, I was a little scared at first. I was trying to figure out how everything worked.
The actual mechanics of it, right?
Yeah. And then, you know, I was sitting there thinking like, oh my gosh, please be cool. Be cool. Don't say anything in front of all these people. That's going to make everybody be like, she was cool, weird. We are never inviting her again.
That is the best.
Yes, that is the best.
Yeah. Anywho, check out Hollis's on Instagram. It's so pretty. Look at this.
It's typically all me and the dog or book stuff.
No, I love it. Look how pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty. Aw, see, I like this. Sunday reminder. And then your website's really pretty too.
Thank you. I did it myself.
Did you really?
Yeah. I had some help from a friend, but I did 99% of it myself. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's Squarespace, so it's not too bad.
Oh.
Yeah, but sometimes it just takes a little while to remember, like, to actually go to the website and update it. So I'm sorry if it's not current.
No,
I mine's very behind.
Listen, these covers, I love these covers so much.
Oh, thank you. They really, honestly, they're my favorite of all my covers. They feel so much like me, and
I
they're
love them.
Perfect to the story. Especially the second one. There's a restaurant called Lemon and Lavender in it. So lavender is like perfect on there. And then on Crash, if you notice, there are actually cupcakes on the edges.
Yes, I love it.
Because she writes a blog called Capricorn's Cupcakes and Cocktails. Yeah. So, yeah.
Very nice. Very pretty.
Oh.
Very beautiful.
Crystal needs you to fix her Instagram.
Right? Then come fix all of ours.
Non-planning goes into mine. How am I feeling today? Bloop.
No, these covers are.
Yeah. Marissa did such an amazing job on them. Yeah.
So stunning. I love them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so Chance, once everything comes back to me and is out, Chance will get a floral cover also for the paperback.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why it's yellow. There was a reason. So it will
okay.
see there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this picture's so pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love those.
It's really pretty.
Firefly is definitely pushed my limits, but it was such a fun book. She's in love with two men.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like love triangle, or is it like why choose?
It's more like, I'm not going to spoil it.
I was like, waiting.
I know, we were both there like.
The Rumors Are True is not out yet. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, and then I had a cancer scare, and then my grandfather died, and it was just like, yeah, too much. So I put it off so that I could give it the attention it deserves later.
Yeah, well, no, take care of you. Your health comes first.
Yeah, so, and then here you'll find, let's see if I updated it, Aegis, and yeah, Shameless Stranger. Mm-hmm. All of my books, very interestingly enough, are all very different, right? I haven't really, other than them being having a real element of angst and emotions and stuff, it's really, there's nothing other than maybe a location that ties them together. Yeah.
Like, I love your photos. Like, your headline photos are all so pretty.
Thank you. I had so much fun choosing them. Oh, look.
Shameless and holidays.
My typo? Shameless Book Bond. There you go, Heather or Hollis. You need to proofread.
I love it.
I didn't notice it the first time she went through it.
Okay, sorry about that.
So
And who will I see at either of those?
Me, I'm coming to both, and Ashton needs to.
I am not. No,
You're not.
No.
Twitching at you.
I'm hoping in 2024 to make it to the Holiday of the Bells, but next year I'm already kind of booked.
Yeah. I have Holiday with the Bells next year, and that's pretty much it so far. I limit my signings to no more than 2 in a year. And who is this Facebook user that says I'll be at both? Because that's
yeah, it's not showing us the name.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Babes.
Sorry.
Is it Lori? Is it Katie?
So
Who are we gonna see?
That's funny. Yeah, so I have to save some time. I get very limited time off at my day job. So I only do 2 events.
The real Sarah Kay.
It's
Kay. She missed the part then where it was all your fault in the beginning of this.
Oh, you did. Katie, I totally said it was all Ashton's fault. Twice, actually.
But it was really your fault.
One time nobody heard it.
Because it was really her fault.
Do you want to say hi?
Or Hollis.
It's okay. I have a dog that just flops in front of me, so I'll rub his belly. Because
hi, baby.
He wants to join. Hi.
Austin, did you say hi? I know.
Hi, cutie.
Hello. It's always.
Then you missed it.
That's funny. It's always Ashton's fault.
Always.
Well,
Now I need Lori to hop on and defend me.
Oh, man. Good times, good times.
So, Carol, what was your book about in Unexpected Ever After?
Mine has to do with food too. I had some food in mind. Mine about I guess consuming your vegetables, but she does it the wrong way.
So also again, kind of should be on the what's your vibe?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm done.
I guess hers is just more of a cute.
The one without the vibe, though.
Right?
Doesn't actually buzz on its own.
Ugh.
Okay, so was that the theme of the book of
No.
the anthology?
No, I was you didn't even know.
I feel like that's hilarious.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know we were both doing that. But you
Like
know, I feel
food
like that
and
would
that.
make an epic anthology theme.
Right? We'll just call it the What's Your Vibe Anthology.
It was like between like the vibrating sex toys and the food. I mean, it was like
Yeah.
cupcakes and vibrators. Like
Cupcakes and vibrators.
sounds like a Saturday night. We call it the Saturday Night Anthology.
Saturday Night Vibe. Saturday Night Vibe.
Yes.
That's special.
Saturday Night Vibes. And every story has to take place.
Stay vibing.
Every story has to take place on a Saturday night. They all have to start beginning with Saturday night.
And some type of a vibrator story.
Yes.
Saturday Night Vibes.
Yes, it's happening. Saturday Night Vibes.
Didn't, who is it? Eric, the country singer, sing about a July Saturday night. Saturday Night Vibes.
There you go. There you go. Chris, we already have people wanting to be a part of it. Chris wants to write in the Saturday Night.
Yeah.
He's almighty.
We have got this. Yes. Saturday Night Vibes.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Yes. But yeah, anyway, so it does happen on a weekend. She's gonna go to a cabin. She forgot her vibrator and she's out grocery shopping and decides, I'll take that cucumber. And
Please tell me she's not allergic to the cucumber.
see, it wasn't the cucumber, it was the lube.
Oh.
We got this off-brand lube that she wasn't familiar with, and
Look, there are a lot of things you can buy off-brand, but I mean, I think KY is the one you stick with at the supermarket.
well, it's a small, this little rinky-dink supermarket. And so to make sure I didn't mess up with like her hands breaking out, she squirts it just directly on, and
This is like a visual in my head. I'm not sure.
yeah, I can act it out for you.
we get the
And everything gets swollen.
I think she had some lube then.
But she reacts and everything gets swollen, and she has to go to the ER, and she meets this really hot ER doctor and ends up orgasming as he gets it out. And it's just one of those like love at first sight moments. It was really sweet and emotional.
Go at first sight, not love at first.
It was very sweet and emotional.
They had a connection.
It was the first time.
There's always a first time for everything.
So, but it turns out, she goes back to the cabin. Somebody else comes in. She attacks. It's the ER doctor, but he's supposed to be there because that's his family's cabin.
Is she in the wrong cabin?
No, turns out he's best friends with her best friend, and their families always went to this cabin.
Uh-huh.
And so the whole group ends up showing up, and she's there because she thought she was just coming with her best friend. And she went ahead of her best friend, showed her where the cabin was. So she's spending the weekend with sexy ER doctor that's already saw her kitty cat
and helped her orgasm.
Yeah, but he's off limits because her best friend doesn't want them to be together because she said it would be weird. So yeah.
So is it a full story? Is it a lead-in?
It is. It's a full story. And he does. I'll go ahead and give y'all the spoiler alert. He does see her kitty cat again. This time with a real vibrator.
Oh,
See, clearing out the cobwebs.
Yeah. And he is just, he's a nice guy. Because he wants to assist. He wants to help. He's very good about assisting.
Got it.
sure. That doctor part of him wants to
Yes,
help people.
that he has to help when he sees someone struggling.
That must be where the emotional part comes in.
Right.
I'm crying just thinking about it. Get all teary-eyed. Touched me right there.
He's not gonna let her suffer. Not on his watch.
On his watch. Or on his cucumber either.
So that's my story. And it's a real tearjerker.
Oh my God.
It tugs at your heartstrings.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. So, Hollis, when you are not in sex stores, where else do you get inspiration?
I travel for my day job, so a lot of my inspiration comes from airports. Because let me tell you,
that's a great place that people watch is airports. I definitely think so.
and typically I travel by myself. I don't have anybody there with me, so I eat in restaurants alone. And when you're alone, people don't see you or they feel bad for you, but they don't realize that you're taking notes about the shady stuff that they're doing.
Oh my gosh, I love eating alone.
Oh, yeah, but you have kids. Like, it's different. I don't. So I just but yeah, it doesn't bother me. And I get so much inspiration from being in places. Airports are like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are the best.
Yeah.
On the last plane, I met a guy who was like born after I graduated from high school. And he was so nervous on the flight that he didn't want to admit it. So I was sitting there talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I live in Southwestern, I think he said like Missouri or something. There's only like 500 people in my whole town, but I just built a house and I'm never leaving. And I was like, okay. But, I just talked to him the whole time, and he works on I don't know. He travels around the country doing all this work. Okay. And he seemed to really like it. He was such a nice guy, but when you're sitting next to someone on a turbulent flight, you do tend to talk a little bit. And I was like, I'm not going to hold your hand. I could probably be your mom. But if you need anything, I'm just going to sit right here and read my book. Okay. Because he was almost shaking and grasping the for him.
Poor guy.
Like, you're kind of cute, but I could be your mom.
I could be your mom.
Yeah. Hi, Mercy.
Yeah, shout out. I don't know if that's both Mercy or somebody else.
I'm not sure. Hey, you guys. So yeah, Crystal's got two sweet little boys who are definitely inspiration, but yeah, so traveling, that really gives me a lot of my inspiration. And now that I'm back in the office a little bit, who knows what coworker may unintentionally inspire something.
Where do you normally write at? Where's usually your go-to place to write?
So my first 4 books, I think 4, I wrote in Starbucks. Okay. Bent, I wrote in 2014 when I lived in Chicago on my couch. It was a dare. And I was like, don't dare me. I'll do it all the way. And then I put it on the shelf for like 3 years and decided to go back to it. And there was a Starbucks, and I made friends with the baristas, and I would go every Saturday and write for, 2, 3, 4 hours in the morning. And some Saturdays I'd just stare at the people in the coffee shop, and some Saturdays I'd write tons of words. So yeah, until COVID, I had not written a book at home.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Was that a struggle then when you had to switch to like just writing at home, or?
It was very different, right? You don't realize how much you feed off of the energy of other people and how inspired you get, or how someone can make one comment, even though it's not to you, and you hear it and it inspires something else. So, yeah, it definitely was a challenge.
You see that for sure.
I went from traveling 2 weeks a month to being at home for like 2 years. That was really weird.
Oh, Mercy. Good luck on your wedding stuff.
Yes, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see pictures of your wedding.
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
Aww. Thanks for always popping on. We love to see you.
I know, she's the sweetest. Yeah, no. I forgot what we were talking about just a second ago. Just about the differences between writing pre-COVID and during COVID.
At home
yeah. So I moved right as COVID shut the world down. So I've finally found a couple coffee shops that I really love.
Good.
And I will drive way across to the other side just to get to them. So it,
yeah,
go where you feel inspired. And
yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. How do you keep motivated when you hit a slump in your writing?
I don't.
Ever?
When I hit a slump, I don't force myself to go back to it.
Okay.
I like to refinish furniture. I paint, not well, but I do paint. I spend a lot of time in nature. I plant flowers, but I don't force myself to go back to the words.
Okay.
So yeah.
I love hearing about everyone's different processes.
Yeah. I agree with not forcing it.
Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I can't. I've tried to force it in the past and nothing good comes from it. And then I just delete all the words I write. And so I have ideas. And when I have an idea, I write it down in a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
But then I may not go back to it. And that idea is just not meant for me to write. But the ideas that keep coming back and keep jumping in and keep being bossy, those are the ones that I tend to spend the time with.
Yeah, I love that. How has your publishing process changed since your first release?
The number one thing I learned with my first book is don't listen to everyone else and trust your gut. Because there were so many versions of it. Like that wasn't even the title. So much changed because I was listening to everyone else. And then finally I just was like, no, I'm going to make these decisions and I'm just going to go with it. And so that's the number one thing. The other thing is that typically the first 20,000 words of the book get deleted after they're written, because that's kind of the process I use to get to know my characters. Even though I know them, but when you put them in these situations and you're really trying to make sure, is this the right reaction for this? Stop it.
I love it. I love hearing it.
Very like scratching at the keyboard. But then I delete it and I put it in a new file and I may go back to it, but I may not. And so what I find is just because the book is 60, 80, 100,000 words, there's a whole lot more back there that I use to really get to know them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
At first, it was really frightening. I'm like, I'm going to delete more words. And then I realized it just became part of my process. So once I went with it, it got a lot better.
Yeah.
Awesome. What is the biggest challenge of writing characters of the opposite sex?
I haven't had a boyfriend in so many years. I won't tell you how many. So sometimes I forget what they might actually do. Yeah. Hard. It's hard. Sometimes my male characters end up sounding like me. My friends are like, no. I'm like, okay, I'll start over. But yes, I don't really love writing men.
Sorry, one of my kiddos tried to pop in here and I was like, nope.
No.
Do you still get nervous before a new release?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I tend to panic and then want to like not be on social media at all. Because I don't want to.
That's hard. I feel like I want to hide, but at the same time, I want to thank everybody for sharing. And I'm like, oh, I can only do a couple at a time, and then I have to run.
Very often, I get overwhelmed with the amount of tags and everything that I just shut down and then I forget to go back and say thank you, because it's like, oh, thank you so much for the love, but I'm feeling overstimulated like a toddler.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, this is not suitable for children.
Your family show.
Yeah, family friendly. Your work, folks. I'm sorry.
Right? Oh my goodness. Do you finish when you or do you celebrate when you finish a book?
You know, this year's about celebration for me. So prior to, I never celebrated. I was like, oh my gosh, it's done. Okay, it's got to go here. So it's in publishing. The interesting thing is you're never finished. The book may be out, but there's always so many other things to do, or it might be ready to go to the editor. And I was forgetting to celebrate those things. So this year, one of the things I focused on was celebrating the little things.
Oh, I love that.
Because in time, the little things end up being the big things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, are you ready for Cougar Talk?
I mean, I think we already did it, but why not?
We're gonna go into a new one.
Okay.
Here we go, ladies.
Okay. I'm done.
Oh, good times. Good times.
You know what I think I decided I love the most is like the very innocent pictures, like right before we jump in and talk about what we're going to talk about. And everyone's faces are just like, oh, it's like so pretty and pink. And, and then welcome.
So today's Cougar Talk was actually sent to me.
Oh, by who?
You know, I can't remember if I asked her if she wants me to name her or not.
Okay,
okay, so anonymous. We'll just do that.
I need to start asking people, like, do you want us to acknowledge your contribution?
Tonight's search.
But here we have, speaking of food again. Yeah,
it's the theme for the night.
Oh my gosh, I've seen this all over. I mean, I haven't been there yet because when I go to New York,
I want to go there. That looks awesome.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go.
Like this is perfect girls' weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
New York City, huh? I've never been. I've always wanted to go. It's on my bucket list.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
But let's appreciate the art of this, okay?
So they started with male and just added the female.
I thought that was a football at first. Then I really was like, no.
That's
I could only see the top of it. It looked like a football. And I was like, well, I guess maybe it's towards like men or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like it was only the top part I could see. It looked like a football.
Okay.
To be fair, it's kind of shaped like one.
I mean, it is. God help us. It explains so much about getting it through the goal.
I love this so much.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Choose your waffle, get saucy.
Fancy a Woody or desire a kitty?
We don't judge.
No.
We don't.
We dip, then we drizzle. I mean, it looks delicious.
It really does.
Waffle comes out dripping and ready to be devoured.
But look, you can even get little kits.
Oh God.
Oh, that's
How much fun would this be?
I mean, like,
you can order it on Grubhub. Just get it delivered.
when are you coming? Well,
I
then.
mean, y'all, we've got to get to New York. That's all there is to it.
Have you ever been?
I've been to New York, but not here.
I mean, of course, it's fairly new. It's probably a COVID thing. People had to get creative.
Like, I feel like we need to do a Cougar Talk in New York at this place.
Oh my gosh. They would be like, WTF. But why not?
I think it'd be hilarious.
It would be so much fun.
I mean,
I feel like the hen house might need specialty desserts.
exactly,
Yeah.
right there. There you go.
Some footballs and penises.
You could have the rooster and the hen.
There you go.
A little snack for before you cluck or after you cluck. I get the munchies.
Or while you cluck.
Or while you cluck.
Ooh. You can drizzle.
Yep, they do drizzle, they said.
Yeah, they
And
do.
dip.
There's so many things you can do.
There are so many things. I mean, it's called sugarwood. Come on, you guys.
These people are geniuses. That's all they had to do. That's all they came up with, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I am just blown away with this.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I really want to go there. I mean, I will go to New York right now just to go.
I feel like a New York trip is in our future.
I gotta find a signing.
Ashton will go to New York to get
I
her
know.
hands on that wood.
Want to get my hands on that.
What if she doesn't want
Drizzle.
that wood?
She
What if-
wants it in her mouth so bad.
What if she wants the football kitty?
I will take both at this point. They look delicious. Why choose, guys? Why choose? Can I have either one?
Surely, why choose? There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta find a signing in New York. I mean, I tell you.
That's
If anyone
my,
knows of one, let me know.
that's tonight's Cougar Talk. That was my Cougar Talk.
Like, I'm coughing so much from all the laughing.
Good times. All right, Ashton, do you have our this
Then
or
not
that?
surprising, our this or that tonight is a food edition.
Man, how did we know? Like, it's like a theme. Because Ashton didn't know about my cooter.
No, I never know about that. I like to be surprised as well. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast
Hey.
or dinner?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I eat breakfast all day. I love breakfast food.
Okay. I like breakfast food too. I'd rather have breakfast than have dinner. Like, if I had to make like a huge meal, I'd rather have like a big breakfast than like whatever for dinner.
Yeah.
Brunch is the best.
Yes.
The thing.
Mimosa. And I want a mimosa.
Yeah, that too. Coffee, mimosas, biscuits, gravy, fruit, bacon,
Mm.
Ooh,
all
bacon.
the things. Bacon.
Delicious.
Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nutella or peanut butter?
Peanut butter. Ugh, I don't like hazelnut anything. Ugh.
I like Nutella. Depends on what it's with. What am I having it with?
No, you just have to choose.
You can have the Nutella.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I'll go Nutella. I'm going to go
Okay.
Nutella, y'all.
All right. Savory or sweet?
Cupcakes.
Sweet.
Always.
Yeah,
Cupcakes.
sweet.
All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke.
Who drinks Pepsi?
You know,
Do
I will.
Pepsi?
I
No.
will.
If I go to a place and I'm like, can I have a Coke? And they're like, Pepsi. I'm like, water? No.
I will play both sides.
No, that explains.
But if they have a Coke, I'm choosing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Coke. I like Coke with lemon. Have y'all ever put a fresh
I
lemon
like
squeeze?
Coke with lime in it. Yeah.
So Pepsi used to make it with a lemon
Cool.
back in the day. It was Pepsi with a twist.
Not the same.
The
You need a
lemon
fresh
flavor
one.
in it.
You need a fresh lemon. It's not the same.
Just saying. All right, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles ribbed for your pleasure.
Yes. I was gonna say, what I love about the waffles is like they float the syrup,
Yeah.
they're little square. But yeah, that's better.
You said rib for your pleasure.
They are.
Yes.
Sorry, Ashton.
No, great.
Oh, yes. Waffles. I think I go with waffles.
Mexican food or Chinese food?
Mexican.
Mexican.
I might go Chinese food, guys. I do.
Chips and
I
queso.
think you said Mexican or Japanese. I actually like Japanese better.
Yeah.
Sushi.
See,
I was
here's
gonna
things like I can
No.
make tacos. You know what I mean? Like I can make tacos and I can like make some other Mexican foods. I cannot make any like Chinese chicken, fried rice to save my life. I can't.
You got to use day old rice.
Okay, I didn't know that. See? Like
the
it just
key
never tastes the same.
Yep. You put the rice in first with a little bit of butter. You fry it up. And then you add your veggies. And then at the end, you make a well. And you put your eggs in. And you scramble the eggs like that. So they don't get
Doing
overdone.
something wrong my whole life, Hollis.
I worked at a Chinese restaurant in college. We will just say I was the tallest person in the place. But I learned enough about cooking. I also ate my weight in noodles that year. Broccoli.
Crab
Broccoli.
rangoon. Mm.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's like all things I can't make,
Yeah.
we make enchiladas at home, we make tacos at home, but it's like I can't make some General Tso chicken and fried rice. It just doesn't sound the same.
Mm,
Egg rolls, cream puffs, never the same.
yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
Ice cream or froyo?
Froyo.
Froyo.
Ice cream. Froyo. Okay, guys. Questioning your life choices now. Cupcakes or cookies?
Cupcakes.
Always cupcakes. And cocktails.
Here's a real tough one. Pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
I mean, I don't know. Some of those pizzas.
So I'm gluten-free, and so gluten-free pizza is not always the best.
Okay.
And pastas come a long way, so I'm gonna stick
Have you
with
tried the cauliflower crust? Oh, that's so good.
it. I don't like them. They taste like cardboard.
Ah, man, one we have here. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Well, we've got two pizza places. One's family owned, and it's like they make their own stuff, and the other one's one of the chains. But family owned, has some really good cauliflower crust, and their sauce is really good. They add a little bit of cinnamon to it.
Yum.
That sounds good. That's all I had.
No,
This is a fun little food edition.
we're all sitting here waiting. Like
I know you're all staring at me. I was like, "This is done."
It's
Got no more.
That's funny.
Oh. Well, this was so much fun, y'all. I mean, we got off to an interesting start.
We really did.
We are professional, I promise.
Yes, we are very, very professional.
I love how Ashton was late, and then I didn't hit record.
I mean, happy Friday,
it is
Things
Friday.
happen. Things happen. We'll just leave it at that.
Gosh. It was so nice to meet you, Hollis. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yes,
it was so much fun.
Thank you for having me.
This is the most I've laughed all day. It was great.
Yes, totally. Laughs are always much needed. So
Yes. Yes, and the Saturday Night Vibes. That's going to be in the future.
I was telling you guys, that would be a great anthology. It would be
I don't know
great.
when it's going to come out, but
Someone's got to do it.
2030. Put it on your calendar. 2030.
Oh,
it's going to be in the process. It's going to be in the process.
Yeah. Thank you you guys so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you so much for coming, and come back anytime.
Yes.
Okay, we
Love to
definitely
have you
guys. I'm going to remember to hit end now.
Yeah, end.
End.
Bye, everybody.